Good morning. Good morning, live people, and that sounded bad. Live people and dead people. I meant live viewers and replay viewers and web viewers. Are you expanding or contracting today? Are you expanding or contracting? And there's still the Northern Lights Black Spruce. I'm alive! I'm alive! Thank goodness. Okay. I got smart and put the phone in the tripod before I started broadcasting. So, we'll see if that helps. Are you expanding or contracting? So we're going to talk about Byron Katie and the Tao Te Ching. You're expanding space in your closets. Yes! Today we are I'm dragging down the clothes in the little teeny attic space. Thank goodness, Michelle. Thank goodness. Hi, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. I have one more area of clothes to declutter. This decluttering process is fabulous. Fabulous. I love it. I love it. I'm down to one bookcase of books, and it feels amazing. And I'm down to like half of the clothes I had. I realized I was hanging on to work clothes. Ooh, it's awesome. Like business office clothes, just in case. And then I was like, God forbid. Oh, Tanya, it's hard. But I'm loving it. God forbid I should have to go back into the office type world. Yeah. And if I did, I could probably go get some. Oh, it's the best feeling ever. Yeah, Michelle, it felt really good to go, I don't need these work clothes. I don't need them. It's not my world anymore. I'm done with it. Done with it. So there's no reason to save these clothes. It's like saving fat clothes and skinny clothes, which a lot of people do. You save the skinny clothes, and then you save the fat clothes. Good morning, Nina. There's no point in doing that either. Yeah, my mom tossed out everything. Office clothes, purses, accessories, jewelry, everything that went with the office lifestyle. Out. Okay, so expanding or contracting. There was a discussion last night. There was a lot of discussion in the desire map. Why, Roseanne? You could wear them around the house. Excuse me. Oh, it felt fantastic. My name's Michelle Wolf. Right here. You can find all my Reiki stuff and desire map stuff at caddyshackdesigns.com. Can you read that? It looks so shiny to me over here. Roseanne, buy one expensive shirt and wear it all the time. Buy one expensive shirt at a time. It'll last you till you're sick of it. Honestly, I'd rather have 3 sturdy things than a dozen Walmart things. You got rid of a shirt you used to wear at the bank. Yes! Shoes. Buy expensive shoes. Only have one pair if that's all you can do. Your feet deserve it. Anyway, when you're thinking about the question got asked last night, the 10-item wardrobe, Tanya, can you post what that is? Hello! Clothes Mentor has nice used clothes. Cat's Closet has nice plus-size clothes for super cheap. Thank you, Michelle. Right. Prorate it. You spend $100 on a pair of shoes and prorate it out for the year. 10-item wardrobe sounds fabulous. Last night in the Desire Map workshop, it got asked, how do you know when something's good for you or not good for you? If you're a head person, if you're a thinker person. Yeah, you guys are chatty. I'm just going to start talking. You guys can keep chatting. So, if you're a thinker person and you're trying to explore options for yourself and you're trying to figure out where behavior is and why it's happening. Oh, good, Roseanne. Yay, declutter. If you're a head person, you have to connect to your body, okay? So your gut brain, we know there's an extra bundle of nerves there now. We have scientific proof that our gut actually is a center of emotion and knowledge. Excellent, excellent, Roseanne and Michelle. I love Target. We don't have a Target. I feel utterly deprived. When you're a head person and you start asking questions, you've got to write it down to get out of your head, or put your hand on your body and your heart. So when you're asking questions and you're thinking like, should I apply for this job? And you imagine it, do you feel you're expanding, your energy is expanding, or you're tightening up? The share story, remind me, Roseanne. My head's in a different place. Heart person and then head person. You need to go back to heart. There needs to be a balance there. So you can check with your body if is your energy going up or down. Oh, the story. There were several stories. I don't know which one. Is your energy feel chained or unchained? Do you feel shackled or unshackled? And your body has the wisdom. Your body knows what's right for you. But we disconnect from our body because we stay up here and we think and we analyze and we make pro and con lists and we, it's, you need to get in touch with your body if you're a head thinker person. Especially when you're making decisions. So the other thing that came up last night that I want to remind you of is that when you have a goal like decluttering, and you feel a little resistance to getting started, get your desired feeling for that project first. Like, how is it going to feel when you open your closet and there's space and air and light? And imagine that feeling and get it in your body. Put your hand on your heart and your solar plexus. How does it feel to have a really light, empty closet? And are you comfortable with the empty space? Are you comfortable with what's left in there? How did the process of knowing that you're going to benefit someone else by passing your unused items on, how does that feel in your body? Get that feeling first. Then you're going to find yourself just standing up and doing it. It's not going to be a big chore. Imagine how you're going to feel at the end of it. Yes, exactly. It is exactly that. Find the feeling first before you take the action. Then your action will be inspired by the feeling. So you aren't spinning your wheels and wasting your time and getting stuck standing in the closet trying to figure out, should you keep the green shirt or the blue shirt? You should probably throw them both out. But find your feeling first. Yeah, congruent. So that your actions are congruent with the feeling that you're anticipating, that you're trying to create. Because you're already embodying the feeling. So if we're magnets, if you think of law of attraction, if we're magnets and we create the feeling of fresh, empty closet and whatever word that is for you, then your actions naturally will match it because you are magnetizing now. You're magnetizing the actions that match what you're resonating. So just a quick reminder. Get the feeling first. Feeling first. Feeling first. Ta-ta, light bulb. Let's do some Tao study. Let's study some Tao. I meant to say, too, if you don't already know, how can I be sitting at a desk and not have a piece of paper? Unbelievable. Angela, would you throw up, if you're here, would you throw up? Angela, if you're here, would you comment your Periscope handle? It's Angela B. Simmons. The concept of attraction, we're always attracting. Because if you aren't following Angela Simmons, you should be. She's totally awesome. Yes, Susan, yes. We're always in vibration with something. There she is right there. Angela B. Simmons. Follow her. She's a lovely energy. So be conscious of that process. Yes, incredible. Be conscious and take control of that process. So radiate and vibrate fresh new closet. Radiate and vibrate space under your bed that's not filled with 400 pairs of shoes. radiate the feeling of generously giving to others with the knowledge that you can generously with yourself replace anything you're giving away. Anything you're giving away, the minimalist rule, the two minimalist guys, Josh and Ryan, I think, I've followed them for a couple of years now, maybe 3 years now. If it can be replaced for under an hour and less than 20 bucks, Roseanne's like, shoes? Okay, wait a minute. Forget it. We're not doing this. We can stop the declutter conversation right now. Under $20, less than an hour of time, get rid of it. Don't keep the extra screws. You can go buy more. Don't keep the broken pencils. You can go buy more. If you really need a pencil, you can go get another one. You don't need to keep 500 gazillion plastic shopping bags. You don't need to keep the special paper bags with the handles. Mine is art supplies. Don't even get near my art supplies. Just don't even. I will take your hand off. Reach for my art supplies, you're going to pull back a stump. Yeah, everybody has something. Okay. And the other rule from that Japanese book, the big paper bags, get rid of those bags. Not the plastic bags. The big paper bags with the handles, everyone folds them up and usually stuffs them between a counter and the refrigerator. Get rid of those bags. The paper shopping bags. We love them, don't we? I love the Starbucks bags with the handles. No, everyone's like, no, we're not getting rid of our paper bags. Shut up, Michelle. Children of the way. That's where we are today. Children of the way. Whew. Okay. This actually has a good, this has to do with decluttering, kind of. I might be stretching, but we'll see. Children of the way. The way bears one. The one bears two. The two bear three. The three bear the 10,000 things. It's very hard not to go into a Goldilocks and the Three Bears reference. The three bear the 10,000 things. Bye, Linda. Okay, I gotta start over. The way bears one. The one bears two. The two bear three. The three bear the 10,000 things. The 10,000 things carry the yin on their shoulders and hold in their arms the yang, whose interplay of energy makes harmony. You have to have both. You have to have action and inaction. You have to have giving and receiving. And receiving. You must receive back. People despise orphans, widowers, outcasts. Yet, that's what kings and rulers call themselves. Whatever you lose, you've won. Whatever you win, you've lost. This is another, one that may require some contemplation before I fully get the depth of what's being said here. I do know that whatever I let go of, decluttering or otherwise, if I'm decluttering my head space or decluttering my house space, I have won back that energy. I have won back the energy of dead things and unused things sitting around taking up space and energy. If it's not being used, it's a dead space. If under your bed is 400 shoes and you're only wearing 5 pair, it's a dead space. I have a zillion freaking pencils. I only use about 3 different brands because I do use multiple pencils in my work. But I have an awful lot of pencils of the brands that I chose not to use. So I bought a zillion kinds to try, and I figured out my favorites. I have about 3 different brands that are my favorites, and of them, it's only the 2 and the 4 and the 2 and the 4 that actually get used. But I have the 6 and the 8 and the, that's dead space. That's wasted time because I'm fiddling in the box to filter out which pencils I actually use. And this is really ridiculous because the most expensive I have is only about $3. So it's a $3 pencil. If I drop and break it, which I did, I can buy another one. I can swing $3. I'll show you. These pencils are solid graphite. There's no wood. So if you drop and break it, you're done. You don't just break the tip, the whole pencil is gone. And because I broke it where I can still see the 6 number, but on this side, I don't know. So then I have to scratch it on paper and figure out. So there's no reason for me to keep these 2 pieces of pencil, but they've been laying up here for 2 weeks. I need to throw them away and just get another one, because this is a time waster. I can figure out it's a 6, but I got to find a piece of paper and scribble it out. If I pick it up by accident and go to my work, then I've got too dark a mark and I have to worry. It's a time waster. It's wasting your time, wasting your energy. So what you see, it just dropped on the floor again. I have learned where not to put my pencils in this house. Whatever you lose, you've won back. Whatever you win, you've lost. This is the only 2 lines that I understand in that holding lightly. Coming and going. Let what wants to come, come. Let what wants to go, go. Linda reminded me this morning in a conversation about post offices, and the fees for shipping things has really gone through the roof. Hold things lightly. Money comes in, it goes back out, and then it comes back in, and then it goes back out. And learning to trust that process is really important. It's the same with items. Clothes come in and they go out. Shoes come in and go out. Pencils come in and go out. Mine's laying on the floor now. It has to be both, coming and going. The 10,000 things carry the yin on their shoulders and hold in their arms the yang, whose interplay of energy makes harmony. The interplay is critical. You don't complete the cycle if you're only giving. You don't complete the cycle if you're only receiving. The interplay of harmony is the giving and receiving, the full cycle, the full thing. The whole giving and receiving enchilada. Oh, geez, there's another verse. I totally missed it. What others teach, I say too. Violence and aggression destroy themselves. My teaching rests on that. This might help. There's some notes. It might help to actually read the whole thing and then to see what her notes say. Beginning with a pocket cosmology, this chapter demonstrates the interplay of energy of yin and yang by showing low and high, winning and losing, destruction and self-destruction reverse themselves, each turning into its seeming opposite. We got there anyway. We didn't need no stinking notes. We figured it out. Let's see Stephen Mitchell's take on this. Okay, number 42. The Tao gives birth to 1, 1 gives birth to 2, 2 gives birth to 3, 3 gives birth to all things. All things have their backs to the female and stand facing the male. When male and female combine, all things achieve harmony. Ordinary men hate solitude, but the master makes use of it, embracing his aloneness, realizing he is one with the whole universe. If you have trouble being alone, you probably may want to question what that's about. Like when we're alone, what's coming up that is scary for you, or you don't want to think about, or you'd rather not feel. Usually it's feeling. There's something that happens beyond boredom. My husband can hardly stand to be alone. When he gets bored, he's constantly entertaining himself. And if nobody's around to hang out with, he can get grumpy, or he usually will just go to sleep. But if you sit with the boredom, there's a space beyond that when the boredom passes that is highly creative. So it's almost like the boredom is your sign that the creative process is starting. That's how I take it. If I'm bored, I just stop and I wait. Yeah, maybe so. The creative process is starting if I'm bored and restless. So it's the gestation time. And sometimes this is an hour. and sometimes it's a few days. It may just be a gender thing. But the bored and restless is something growing. And then if I wait and just sit with it and don't hop on Facebook and, it's my interpretation of it. If I don't, binge watch too much Netflix. Now, sometimes binge watching TV or reading a whole book in an afternoon is part of that. There's something going on underneath. It's like layers. So you've got mind entertained, and you've got these other things going on if you're open to it. Oh, wow. I can't even imagine that. Oh, good. Angela, Susan, that's terrible. Susan, do you like being alone? So sometimes watching a lot of TV is avoidance. Sometimes it's entertaining your mind while a creative process is growing. Bored and restless to me is me too. Me too. Is the start of it. It's the something's coming into being. Something's about to come through you. And if you distract yourself all the time and you avoid it, it never gets a chance. It never gets a chance to grow. So distraction crushes your... there needs to be some balance there. Distraction crushes your creation before it ever gets going. I don't either, Susan. I will eat anywhere, anytime. Just try and stop me. So on the other side of that boredom and restlessness, you'll get an idea. If you just sit and wait and even just literally just go sit outside and stare off into space, you'll feel an inspiration to go do something. And you follow that inspiration, and generally it's a really good thing for you. Sometimes it leads you to something money related. Sometimes it leads you to something relationship related. Sometimes it leads you to just the act of creation, just being the physical vehicle for source in the world. Just sitting down and creating a beautiful card or a necklace or a dog drawing or whatever. Just that act of creation is life-giving. So your creation doesn't have to go anywhere. Stephen Pressfield says, and I know he's quoting something else older, like an Eastern text or maybe Hindu or something, that we're responsible for the creation. We're not responsible. We have no control over where it goes from there. So you have to draw for the sake of drawing and paint for the sake of painting, knit for the sake of knitting, because it feels good, because it's expressing life in the world. When you start to worry about where it's going, or you want to turn everything into a source of income, you can get tangled up. Now, some things may become a source of income, but you don't worry about that. That's not your responsibility. Yes, your responsibility is to honor the creative impulse, which is God moving through you into the world. That's your responsibility. It's your responsibility to do the work and make the creation. It's not your responsibility, and you have no control over where it goes from there. That's not your job. Your job is to make it. Your job is to feel the boredom and the restlessness and connect with spirit and allow for the impulse to rise up in you, because it will every time. If you sit with the boredom, yes, you sing for the sake of singing, because probably you can't not sing. To not sing would probably destroy your soul. You have to. You have to. I write because I have to. I don't have a choice. Drawing I can choose to not do, but then I don't feel very good if I'm not drawing anything at all, even just little sketches. But you have to go through the boredom to get there. I don't know what got me off on that subject. I can't remember, but anyway. Please honor your boredom and restlessness as the sign. Oh, because you feel God. Your job is to create. You don't need to worry. It's not your job to know what happens to it after that. Periscope's interesting for that too, is because we're here talking and creating with no agenda. There's no agenda here other than to share. Hello! Other than to share information and find community, there's no agenda. I think that's why this group feels so good to so many of us. There's no underlying agenda. Oh, good. Good. There's no jealousy. There's no competition. What? You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Am I following you? Probably. Yes, I am. Oh, Julia Hoffman. Yes, yes. Whoops. Oh my gosh, I almost closed this out. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, yesterday was a good one. Oh, which reminds me, I need to unplug the charger. Oh, yeah. That's why my phone overheated, is I forgot to take it off the charger. So honor the purity of your creative process. Honor the boredom that is the beginning of the gestation period. Honor the impulse that comes after that. Oh, those entitled white men. No, you're totally fine. You're totally fine. Yeah, that was a big lesson for me. Yesterday was amazing. And then create and let go. Oh, that's what I was saying. Periscope is like that. We just create and let go. So I sign up and talk to you because I enjoy talking to you with no agenda. And it is increasing my business as a side effect. But I would still do it whether it increased my business or not. That's why you don't have to do the get more followers, get more hearts, scope 7 times a day so you can get more followers. What good is that? Let people be drawn to you because then they're interested in what you're offering. You're not, again, wasting your time with people who are not interested in what you're offering. Why would you want that? And the numbers are meaningless. Absolutely and utterly. Oh, I know what got me started thinking about this. Is Angela talked about that this morning about all the groups and how overwhelming. Me too. I spent yesterday taking myself out of a lot of Periscope groups that I had joined. I want to be supportive, but I want to be supportive so many groups. I have to take myself out of it because I lose myself. And then I was getting caught up. I was like, well, maybe I do need to scope. Maybe I do need to scope more. This is way earlier, back in August. I don't feel that way at all. That lasted all of about 2 days. That's too much work. I'm kind of lazy. Anywho, let's talk about Byron Katie. I feel like I'm all over the place today. Oh, the solitude. That's what got me going. Being alone and writing out the restlessness. I knew I had a point. Being alone, the master makes use of that. Yes, stay in the spiritual groups. Are you expanding or contracting? That's our barometer. That's our truth bomb for the day. Are you expanding or contracting? Roseanne, the more I get out of the way, the easier it gets. Are you expanding or contracting? Is going into a Facebook group expanding your energy or contracting? Do you feel your energy rise or do you feel your energy drop? It's pretty clear. It's pretty quick and clear, which became queer, which is nothing to do with this. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's quick and clear which groups expand your energy and which groups contract your energy. What the hell? Byron Katie. Oh, you didn't miss anything. You missed me stumbling over words again today. Hey, Catherine. Okay, we're born alone, we die alone, and we live alone, each on our own planet of perception. Oh gosh, I was just messing up the words quick and clear, and it became queer. Expanding is ideal. Expanding is often ideal. Sometimes you need to contract. But use that feeling in your body as a barometer. And if it's draining your energy, if it's contracting you, get out of it. You don't owe anybody an explanation. Use your sacred no. No, thank you. We're born alone. We die alone. We live alone, each on our own planet of perception. We each live on our own little planet, and we try to explain the view to each other. And if we're lucky, we get close. No two people have ever really met. Even the people you know best and love with all your heart are your own projections. We are each other's projected story. Sooner or later, you're the only one who's left. Do you realize how wonderful that is? That's wonderful. That's not scary. That's not lonely. If you're connected, it's glorious. After all, you're the one you go to sleep with, wake up with. You're the one who orders your favorite food, which would be cheese fries, and loves your favorite music. You've always been your favorite subject, your only subject. It's all about you. Here's the thing. When you're totally comfortable with being alone and you spend more time connected to Source than disconnected, then you own the whole world. You feel the whole world. And the people you're with get your full presence. You know how good it feels to have someone's full attention, their full focus. When you turn your full focus on someone, and not in a I'm going to fix you way, but in a I'm really open with my whole body and my whole energy to receiving you, to witnessing you. Witnessing, let's go with that. That feels amazing. Full presence, total witnessing with no labels and no conditions. That's a beautiful place to be. But you got to start with yourself. There's nothing sweeter than being with myself, by myself. The amusement, the wonder of thoughts. They appear so real. Yeah, Roseanne, that's I love that. They appear so real in their brilliance. They create the whole world. Thoughts appear from nowhere. They move by like clouds. Yeah. They change. They dissipate. They're gone. Who named the sky? How did he know that? Who named the sky? And how did he know to name it? When did the naming start? Who knows? I sit with my eyes closed. 2 hours pass. Then it occurs to me that not a single thought has happened. I discover that tears of joy are running down my cheeks. I don't stop them, even though the joy seems bigger than I can contain. Last night, I could not contain all the joy. Yesterday, that breakthrough with the white guys busted something loose in me. I had so much joy all day yesterday. The class was joy-filled. A lot of good work got done. A lot of energy was present. And then last night I couldn't go to sleep. Couldn't contain it all. All that it is, all that it was, and ever could be is invited to live at its higher power now. It's all right if it kills me. It doesn't matter. I know not to stop it. And it's not really going to kill you. It's going to figuratively kill off the dead space. It's going to kill off the pencils that you don't use and make way for more energy. When you declutter your mind and you are burning away your stories, there's a freshness and a lightness, and there's space for new to come in. We're always going to tell story. We're storytellers. But we can take control of our storytelling and make it work for us. We can work with our storyteller nature instead of letting it work against us or be stuck in a power struggle, which is the worst. 10 reasons why mental power struggles are the worst. Somebody jot a note to Matt Belisai. If it kills me, it doesn't matter. I know not to stop it. Don't stop it. I become so bright, so weightless and lived, so fearlessly allowing that the joy can have its own full life through me. That's God, in my opinion. That surging joy, not mania. There's a difference. Not manic, like hopping all around and mania type of mania, but deep, resonating joy. I don't know how to describe it. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Allow joy to have its own full life through you. Giving and receiving, giving and receiving. It's coming through you. You don't hold on to it. You don't grasp it. You don't crush it in your clinging. It's through you. As it goes, more comes. As it goes, more comes. Everything else is burned up as this joy has its way with me. I could kiss the ground. Again with her kissing the dirt. What is that about? There's nothing to grasp, nothing that can be controlled. I notice that I'm worshiping not with any words, but with palm of hand against cheek. Where will this love end? How could I possibly know? And eventually, the sobbing from joy changes to the softest whisper, a breath, and then not even that. Worshipping not with words, but with palm of hand against cheek. Your own or someone else's. Don't touch anyone's cheek without permission, though. That will get you in trouble. This is my favorite sentence of everything we've read today. Well, 2. I become so bright, so weightless and lived, so fearlessly allowing that the joy can have its own full life through me. And then my second favorite sentence is, everything else is burned up as this joy has its way with me in holy fire. That's holy, sacred flames. Holy, burning fire that burns up everything that's not you, because you are that surging joy. That's you. That pure power is who you are without a story. Fantastic. Gorgeous. Yes. Follow it. Whatever impulse you're feeling, follow it. You don't have anything to lose by following your creative impulses. And if it feels like you need to do an exercise to cut energetic cords with people, you got nothing to lose. Do it. Cut and fill with love. Good point. Cut the cords and fill the space with love. Michelle did that this summer and it works well. That surging joy. Let yourself feel that today. And sometimes it runs parallel with sadness or grief or worry, and you can feel both. You can hold both. As it's burning away, you may experience the things that don't match it, and that's okay. Go with it. Surging joy fills you and burns things away, which may look like a burst of grief. It may look like a burst of anger. It may look like a sudden river of junk. That's okay. That is the burning away. That is the process of cleansing. And just allow it. Just go with it. Roll with it. You're fine. You're held in the arms of God through that. Which is just you anyway. So, oh, look, the mean kitty's behind me. Totally off topic. So the cat behind me is she's actually called a Torby because she's a tortoiseshell, but she has tabby stripes. So she's a tortoiseshell cat, but she has tabby stripes. Yeah, she's a she. It's Grit. They've done some scientific research that color pattern comes with a crabby attitude. And I was like, we could have told you that. My hands can bear witness to her crabby attitude. But I love her so much, even in her crabbiness. I just love her. I just know not to touch her. The problem is I love her and she's so cute. And when she sleeps, her little fat belly, she has 2 little fat pouches, and when she sleeps on her back, they look like a heart, the way her hair grows. She can't help it. She's true to who she is. It looks like a little chubby heart, and I just want to squeeze it. And I found out that if I do go squeeze it, I better run, because I'm going to get it. She's like, don't be messing with my chub. That's my chub. I love her little chubby fat. So cute. We keep squeezing we keep squeezing Ashlyn's legs because she has these chubby little legs. Anyone else want to share their cutting cords process? Yeah, if I touch her, I have to run. Can somebody share a cutting cords process for Susan, please? I'm sure somebody has one on here. Me too, Susan. That's all I do. It's just set an intention. The energetic cords between people, Roseanne said, where do you feel the cord? It's a sense of being energetically connected to someone, Tanya. I don't do a whole lot of work with it. It doesn't really I don't really feel any results for it. But other people have had, really nice experiences with it. For me, just letting go of my attachments to people accomplishes the same thing. What's it called? Aka cords? Is it Aka cords? Energetic cords. So, what do you guys do when you do that? Do you visualize it? A mother cord in your solar plexus. Aka cords, yes. Okay, Michelle's going to post a process in the group for you, Susan. If you're not in the group and you would like to be, find me on Facebook, facebook.com/L Michelle Wolf. Oh, wow. And friend me, and then I can put you in that group. Sometimes they're tricky. So, you're welcome. Put whatever information, or Michelle, the other Michelle, put whatever information you guys have, and then you can comment and give how you do it, and we can have a little education. Yeah, Roseanne, everybody who wants to, just go ahead and comment what your cord cutting process is, and put some YouTube links. You needed to do it about your mortgage connections. Ooh. And we can teach each other, right? We can learn from each other. YouTube videos are out there. Ooh, very cool. And my mom will put her version in too this afternoon. Oh, the Blue Bobcat is scoping today at 1 p.m. Mountain Time on the moon phase stuff. Correct? Is today Wednesday? 1 p.m. Mountain Time. Yes, Michelle, that had to feel great. That had to feel wonderful. I unliked all the business pages I was connected to, the building business pages. Okay, yeah. Blue Bobcat scope this afternoon, 1 o'clock Mountain Time. So it's 3 o'clock Eastern for us East Coast swings. East Coasters. Or Southeast, wherever we are. And you deleted your LinkedIn. Oh, very cool. You learned about it from a YouTube video. Excellent. So we'll learn about cutting cords today in the PeriFam group. Remember to just create and not worry about where it goes from there. That's not your part of the responsibility. Remember that boredom and restlessness is the beginning stages of birthing something in the world. Honor that. Sit with that concept. See if it works for you. And then everything that you do or everything that you're planning to do, get the feeling first and let the feeling, yes, create and let go. Create and let go. The theme this month is expanded family oneness with everything. Lots of diamonds today. Use this as the barometer for what you want to do. Is my energy rising or is my energy falling? Do I feel like I'm chained up or do I feel like I'm expanding and free? And if it doesn't feel expansive and free, then don't do it. Oh, yes, no more of that. Creating and let go. Just like with physical children. We give birth to them and then they have to go their own way. Because our responsibility is the giving birth to. Oh, no, she can't go. No. The shoes can't go and the kid can't go. Mm-hmm. Okay, again, Michelle Wolf, CaddyshackDesigns.com. I've got to post a book review today. That grit is actually in. Oh, let me show you. If you care about tortoiseshell cats. I'll be posting a book review today on this book right here. Ingrid King is a fabulous cat person. She is a Reiki master. She's a healer, a sensitive, an empath, all of that. And she's written several books, but this book is Tortitude. It's all about the tortie cats. And Grit's in it. And of course, I may not be able to find the picture. And I think I already showed people this, but I'm super proud of it. I'm so proud that my grumpy little baby's in a book. There she is, my little grumpy Grit. So I'm going to post a book review later this week. It's supposed to be today, but I'm just thinking it's probably not going to happen today because I need to take some pictures of the cats with the book. All kinds of cats. If you're a cat person, I'm not going to say cat lady because I think that term sucks. I don't like it. Ingrid's fabulous. If you do have cats, she runs consciouscats.net or and.com. I think she has both now. She posts great health information. When I found out that Grit is an FIV positive cat, feline immunodeficiency positive, I have 3 of them. They're typically euthanized for absolutely no reason because people don't understand the disease. She helped me a lot because we freaked out. We didn't know what to do. We were like, oh my God, is she going to die? What's going to happen to her? And Ingrid really gave us tons of resources to understand that there's absolutely nothing to worry about. And if you're going to adopt a cat, get yourself an FIV positive one because they have the hardest time. And it's nothing. You don't have to do anything different except keep a little bit closer eye on their health. That's it. She doesn't have symptoms. Juna doesn't have symptoms. And Ginger Rose very rarely has symptoms. So anyway, have a great day. Follow your creative impulses. That's how I'll end it. Follow your creative impulses today. And that might mean sitting through some boredom and restlessness and just observing it and understanding that boredom and restlessness has been mislabeled. It's the churning of creation. That's all it is. All right. Love you guys so much. Love to you. And I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks. Thank you. And I'm excited to see what you guys post in the group about cutting cords. I'm interested to see what all your processes are. So thank you. See you later.